Yo, what up? It's your boy T here. We're back for another video. Apologies, you might hear the dryer in the back. I'm heading out for the weekend. I'm going out of town. Gotta do some last minute laundry. You'll be okay. We're continuing with Gunna's catalog. We're on his fourth album, A Gift and a Curse. 15 tracks here. This came out in 2023. Now, this is Gunna's first release after coming out of prison. We knew how controversial that was, so I think we're in for a treat here. Let's start with our intro, Back at It. Bruh, I like the slow build-up we have here. The track gets more intense as it progresses, and I love when it does that. We have a good chorus here that keeps you hooked, paired with two tight verses. This makes for a solid intro. Track 2, we have Back to the Moon. Now this beat's fun as Gunna delivers three hot verses here. The way the story progresses had me locked in. Like, you're not gonna get bored here. We have a nice chorus. There's not really any flaws here that I can find, but we have good energy and delivery too. This is a good one for sure. Moving on, though, we have I Don't Know No More. We have decent bars on the chorus. I feel like we have another solid beat though. Verse 1 is raw as Gunna's just going through it, man. Verse 2 continues the rawness, and I hope that's a word, but it's just, that's how raw and gritty these bars are, bro. Gunna's been through shit, and he has a story to tell you, and you will be feeling. This makes for a dope track. Moving on, we have Payback. We have a nice flow as verse 1 delivers some good bars. We got a subtle beat which works just fine here. I feel like verse 2 though, it's a drop in quality. It's above average if anything, but the bars just, they're not clicking with me. I know a lot of people dig this track in my circle, but to me this track is average at best. But moving on, we've got Cash Shit, tight beat. I'm liking the 808s here and the hi-hats. We have a catchy hook, man. God damn, man. Verse 1 is dope. Gunna's rhyme scheme varies, and we get fresh material here. We're not getting recycled content. Verse 2 continues with good material. We have such an easy track just to chill out to, man. Shout out to Gunna, because I really enjoyed this. Moving on though, we got Fuck You Mean, and when this released, the hip-hop stations played this non-stop. They still are, all 7 of them. That's crazy, man. Holy shit. We have a great beat. I will say at first, the constant E-up from the girl, like that VO, it never clicked with me right away. It took quite a few listens for it to actually dig into her. Now I'm the one saying it. God damn. It grows on you for sure, but we have a fire verse here, and with the smooth flow that keeps Gunna's energy in check with a nice chorus to boot. This is a strong track. Now we've got Rodeo Drive. Whew. Bro, I'm feeling this beat, bruh. Great flow and delivery on verse 1. Gunna's verses, they never sound recycled. That's one thing I can say about him. Now, verse 2 continues with fresh bars. We got some nice rhymes in the chorus too, but this definitely goes hard. Next up, we've got Bottom. Hard beats. Like, seriously, shout out to our producers here. We have a great melody as well on the beat. Verse 1's, it's aight. I feel like we definitely have a downgrade here with material. I'm just not feeling them at all. We have a short but somewhat catchy chorus. Verse 2 doesn't deliver much for me either. If anything, this is a one and done, and that might be pushing it a little bit. But we've got P Angels next. This gives us a subtle beat. Verse 1 has some nice lines sprinkled in, but again, it's underwhelming to me. Verse 2 is definitely a bit stronger. I feel like Gunna's delivery just wasn't all that here. He really excels at higher BPMs in my opinion, but the writing is where it just falls flat here. This is average at best. We've got Born Rich next. This gives us a decent hook. I'm just not a fan of the whiny vocals on it. It's just annoying. Verse 1's above average. We have some nice lines, but again, I'm just not feeling Gunna's delivery here. Verse 2 is average at best. This is probably the weakest track so far. Moving on, we've got Go Crazy. Now, this gives us a nice piano on the beat. We've got nice bars on the chorus. It's engaging. We have a slower flow, but Gunna delivers 2 good verses here. And dude gets vulnerable and rapping from the heart. I respect that. It works well here. Let's continue. We've got Bread and Butter. We have a strong and impactful chorus here. We have 2 strong verses, and with verse 1 being my favorite here, Gunna's inflection and delivery is able to pull you in, and you can feel what he feels, which is not an easy feat. So this makes for a strong track. We've got 3 songs left now. We've got Turn Your Back. This gives us just an average beat. Like, there's nothing too special, but I mean, it does fit the tone of the track, you could say that, but it's a heartfelt song. And with 2 verses, Gunna is letting his emotions do all the talking here. There's some bars that I really like here, but if anything, I will say I enjoyed verse 2 a lot more, but I don't mind this track as a whole. But now we've got I Was Just Thinking, and this is gonna be a no from me, dog. I'm just not feeling the beat or the writing here. I kind of see where Gunna is going with this, but yeah, this did nothing for me. This was actually a skip. But now we have our outro, All Right. There's a strong message here. You know, during the YSL trial, when Gunna was released, there was a lot of people talking mess, calling him a rat, snitch, etc., etc. So when you know that, the message here on this track is much stronger. We've got a good verse with a strong chorus that really hits home. But this does serve as a great outro to this album. To me, A Gift and a Curse is a 6 out of 10. Now this album, it started off strong for me. I feel like once we made it to the middle and the tail, and that's when the cracks started showing more. Now let me say this, with this being the first album dropped after Gunna was released from prison, there was a lot of eyes on this, and rightfully so. You know, people had no idea if Gunna was going to continue making music, but he proved the haters wrong, even me wrong. I didn't know what he was going to do. This album is a mixed bag though, for sure. We have high energy tracks. We have strong songs that invoke heavy emotion, and it's nice to see Gunna explore his creativity like this. I wanted to give this a 7, but the material here just wasn't as strong as it should be, especially if you compare it to his previous albums. Especially though, I will say near the tail end of this album, we were getting a distinct sound that I didn't fully agree with. And it's noticeable on I Was Just Thinking. The production was almost solid here. I really love the beats here. The producers did a stellar job for the most part. We do have a solid intro and outro, and I have 7 songs here on a playlist, such as Fuck You Mean, Rodeo Drive, Cash It, and a few more. So for the verses and choruses, I will say there's definitely a few that are just underwhelming here, that just aren't as strong as they should be, or what Gunna's used to, you know what I mean? A good example is on the track P Angels. Now, the good thing is Gunna has proved that he can write stronger shit. Look at his previous albums. You can still get a lot of enjoyment out of this album though. I like this, but again, it's just not his strongest product here. Next, I'll be revisiting his 5th studio album, One of One. Bro, the new Raekwon album just came out. I'll have the review up Monday when I'm back in town, so look forward to that one. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.